Before I re-rank the Terminator films, I would like to tell you guys that Copa might be deleting this channel, but I do not want you to unsubscribe just yet. So my latest update just said that my channel might be getting deleted, and because of this, I lost 5 subscribers. 5. I was like at 292, but now I'm like 287. I lost 5 subscribers. So if you haven't seen the new video, check it out, but do not unsubscribe. Alright, it's time to get them ranked again. Previously, I released a video where I ranked all of the Terminator films. See, and my opinion changed. Yeah, it changed, and I want to re-rank the Terminator films again because, like I said, my opinion changed, and I just wanted to rethink. I want to rethink my like everything. I just wanted to rethink how I thought of the Terminator films. So let's re-rank the Terminator films. So most of my list stays the same except for 2 films. 2 films are pretty much switching places. I think you might know what that might be. So coming in at number 6, which I consider to be the worst Terminator film, is Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines. It basically repeated the same stuff again, and I just really didn't enjoy the film. I mean, mostly because they just repeated the same stuff. Like, instead they just sent back a female Terminator to kill the older John Connor, and the T-100, it was sent back to protect him. It's a different, like, it's like I said, a reprogrammed T-100. And some of the action scenes were kind of okay, but they weren't too okay. And this is when Warner Brothers had the film for a while. Like, Warner Brothers had Terminator films for a while, but they don't own the rights anymore. I mean, Terminator is in Mortal Kombat, and that's a Warner Brothers game. And the film released in 2003. It just felt too much like the same thing. It felt like Terminator 2 all over again, except with cheaper effects. And that's pretty much the reason why I don't like Terminator 3. There's a few good things, like I'm back scene in the third film. Like, that was one of the few good scenes, and John looks pretty cool. So I give the film a 6.5 out of 10. Now, coming in at number 5. Now, before I tell you number 5, I should tell you that I love all of the Terminator films except for Rise of the Machines. So now I'll mention my number 5, which is Terminator Genesis. aka is basically the one that everyone would put at the bottom, I think. And I give the film a 6.55 out of 10 because it was basically like a sequel reboot. The effects look pretty okay, and I'm pretty sure, like, it's a really good film, but it's not too good. But it released in 2015, and it's when Paramount took control of the series. Felt kind of okay. And the only thing I don't like about the film is basically just turning John into a Terminator. I wonder how he is in Darth Vader. Oh, right. I don't know what else to say about Terminator Genesis, except it's okay. Like I said, I give it a 6.55 out of 10. Now, coming in at number 4 is Terminator Salvation. Terminator Salvation, this was the last Terminator film to be owned by Warner Brothers, and this film is technically where the war between humans and machines take place. Like, we only heard about it in Terminator and Terminator 2 and the Rise of the Machines, but we really didn't know what the war was going to be about. Like, I mean, we knew what it was going to be about, but we also, like, we didn't know how it was going to go. And Terminator Salvation shows it. I like the characters. Like, I like John Connor, and he's played by Batman in The Dark Knight, Christian Bale. He's okay as John Connor. There's also Marcus Wright, who's played by Sam Worthington, and there's also Kyle Reese, played by the late Atin Yatin, rest in peace. And the film was actually okay. Like, the action scenes were pretty cool. I could actually watch Terminator Salvation. Like, I should tell you that when I watched Terminator Salvation, I almost fell asleep because it was really late. Like, I was on a camping trip with my dad when we saw it, and we were a little late to watch it. It was like 8 or something when we started it, or 9. I don't remember, but I stayed up. Like, I tried so hard not to fall asleep, and I actually did not fall asleep. I feel proud. Yay. Uh, like I said, I gave it a 7 out of 10. It released in 2009, in case you're wondering when it released. And I don't know what else to say about it. It's actually a great film. I'd watch it again if I wanted to. Like, if I binge watched Terminator films, I definitely would watch that again. Coming in at now for my top three. Coming in at number 3 is the original Terminator, which released in 1984 from Orion Pictures. It's basically when James Cameron was director of the films, and that was actually the first film he directed, I believe. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. And it was basically one of the reasons like Terminator is popular because it was actually a really good action film. Like, in fact, it's so good it has a fresh 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's that good. Yeah, the film's that good. And this is where the Terminators, or at least the Skynet, sent back a machine, which is a T-800, which is played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, sent back to the year 1984. The film was originally going to release in 1983. Fun fact, where they see like a Terminator was sent back to kill Sarah Connor before John was born, and if Sarah died, there's no John, and there's no winning for the humans. It's actually a really awesome idea. Bringing it to the big screen actually makes it good. And to protect Sarah Connor is a guy named Kyle Reese. They do stuff together, and basically John was inside Sarah. And it does kind of confuse me a bit. Of course they explained that in Genesis, and told Kyle that he couldn't know because he didn't want to risk everything and all that. And it does make me confused. Who if Kyle was sent back to protect Sarah, then who's the original father gonna be? It's kind of confusing. Like, we don't know what else to say. I give the film a 9.25 out of 10. It's a really great film. I would recommend it. Like I said, released 1984 from Orion. So, and now this is where my list mixed up. Originally I put this at number 1, but now it's my number 2 spot, which is Terminator: Dark Fate. It's the new Terminator film, and I originally put it at number 1, but I think I gave it a little overrated. It's a great film actually, but I don't consider it to be the best Terminator. Last list, like the older list, I put at the best Terminator film, but after rethinking, I decided to put it at number 2. Yep, number 2. So, like I said, Terminator: Dark Fate. Paramount Skydance, who own Genesis, still owns the film, but 20th Century Fox and Tencent decided to help out with Terminator: Dark Fate. Dark Fate just released in theaters in 2019, and it's still a great film. And I would really appreciate if they can make more Terminator film, or not more Terminator films, but is this. I did not write scripts, that's why I'm kind of all over the place. This is where James Cameron returned to the series. James Cameron was not part of Rise of the Machine, Salvation, Genesis, no wonder why I put him at the bottom 3. And now he returns to the series as producer. The director of the film is Tim Miller, who is director of Deadpool. Deadpool's a good film. Fun fact, Tim Miller will be executive producer of the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Fun fact. And I don't know what else I could say about Terminator: Dark Fate. It's a great film. The action is awesome. They made Terminator good again, and they brought back Linda Hamilton and Sarah Connor. She was Sarah Connor in the original and the second Terminator film, and I still love the film. Terminator: Dark Fate is really good. Like, the only reason I don't like the film is the beginning, before they say 20th Century Fox, Skydance, and Paramount Pictures present. Where I'm from, it's in the order of Paramount, Skydance, 20th Century Fox, and Tencent. I do wish it was in the order of 20th Century Fox, Skydance, Paramount, and then Tencent. That's the order I want it to be, but it's in the U.S. order. Before that, the scene in that, it was kind of dark. I do not want to talk about it, I really don't want to talk about it. The opening scene before 20th Century Fox, Skydance, Paramount. I mean, I like the logo, like how they showed the logos of the film. they sped them up, which made the film longer, kind of. Um, but I do not know what else I could say about Terminator Dark Fate. It's a great film. The action's awesome. I love the new characters, Grace, Nanny, and the Rev 9. Oh yeah, that's the new Terminator. I don't want to talk about Terminator Dark Fate because I'll spoil it for you, and I don't want to spoil Dark Fate. So, um, I forgot to mention that all the Terminator films are rated R except for Salvation and Genesis. Those two are PG-13. And I'm so glad Dark Fate is rated R. If it was PG-13, people would not like it, but at least it's R rated. Um, I'm glad they brought back all the characters, most of them, and it's a great film. I would recommend watching Terminator Dark Fate. And now for my number one, which I originally put at number two, but I now put at number one, which is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It's no surprise. People are considered it to be the best Terminator film. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention. I give Terminator Dark Fate a 9.5 out of 10. And like I said, my number one, Terminator 2, I give it a perfect 10 out of 10. It's one of the best films ever, according to many people. Said to be one of the best sequels, best action, in fact, one of the best films ever. This was the last film James Cameron directed. It's still a great film. This is where they sent back another Terminator, but instead of terminating Sarah instead of terminating Sarah Connor, the Terminator was sent back to terminate John Connor when he was just a kid. So they sent back a reprogrammed T-800 to protect John, and it has I don't know what else to say. Terminator 2 Judgment Day has one of the best endings. It's a great film. It's so much action. It's awesome. It's I give the film a perfect 10 out of 10. I'd recommend it. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Terminator films. Like, just to re-clarify, my orders of how I ranked them worst to best was Rise of the Machines, Genesis, Salvation, the original, Dark Fate, and then Judgment Day. Just Terminator 2 Judgment Day is my favorite, and Rise of the Machines is my least favorite. Okay. That's pretty much my list. Thank you guys for watching. Let's hope this channel stays. I really don't want this channel to go. Do not unsubscribe just because my channel might come to an end. Just because this channel might get deleted doesn't mean you don't have to unsubscribe. You can still stay subscribed if you're not subscribed yet. Subscribe in case COVID doesn't delete this channel. All right, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna watch some Terminator. Peace out. This video will be, I don't know. I'm running a little low on ideas. I'm trying to get all my ideas out in the summer just in case the channel gets terminated, but I don't think it will. Oh, wait. This video, Lane, how much time is left actually? Has that 13 minutes and 27 seconds. It should end at the 13 minutes and 40 seconds. It will. It will be terminated in the recording will be terminated in 3, 2, 1.